contrary to that which you were approved to be built. It's a very important point. I'm going to nail it down for you after this break. So, on July 12, 2024, the Integrity Commission dropped unexpectedly on the Beverly Hills development like bird poop. During that visit, it found that partition walls were in the structure contrary to what had been approved as per the building permit. It took photographs of these partition walls and made a crucial observation. It said the partition walls appeared to be, they were being demolished. They were being demolished. You have to ask yourself some questions. Is it that whomever was working at the site were told that the Integrity Commission were on their way to the site so that they should mash down the partition walls that were not on the original plan? And if they were notified before, who notified them? And how would they have known that the Integrity Commission was going to pop up that day, of all days, so they start demolish the partition walls? Keep that in mind. That's July 12. The KSAMC went to the property on October 31, and it says what it saw suggests that modifications had been made to the structure before the KSAMC's site visit on October 31. The Chief Engineering Officer's report therefore could not refute the Integrity Commission's claim that 4-bedroom units were being constructed at an earlier stage. I mean, it doesn't say that the Chief Engineering Officer's report found anything that could support the IC's claim, but it says, makes it clear that it could not find anything to refute. Can we then count off the things that have been settled coming out of this IC report, this episode? One, did the Prime Minister, or is the Prime Minister owner of a property on which construction is being carried out contrary to the building approval? The answer is no. We don't see no evidence of that. Did the Prime Minister use one architect to do one set of plans and use another architect to do another set of plans and approval and so forth? Is there any evidence of that? No. The IC went further and zeroed in on that Beverly Hills property and said that the Prime Minister is in some way connected to it. Ask yourself out there, based on all the information you've seen, the reports you've read, are you satisfied that the Prime Minister is in some way connected to a state bridge? From what I've read, no. The property at Beverly Hills, when the KSAMC went there to monitor, did it see breaches being committed in terms of what was approved as opposed to what was being built? Yes, because it itemized them here. The IC found them, the KSAMC found them. Did the KSAMC, on any of its visits, find evidence that rather than 4 4-bedroom townhouses, well, 4 2-bedroom townhouses, 4 4-bedroom townhouses were being built? I see no evidence to support that. Do you see evidence to support that? Additionally, the KSAMC has before it a ruling from the DPP on another matter on how to deal with things built in breach. Why has the KSAMC said nothing about whether or not it will pursue that? Especially when, even where the IC is not explicit in terms of what it wants the KSAMC to do, it says, the KSAMC, that we acknowledge that the as-built remedial measure, which allows applicants to seek approval for changes after breaches can be identified, can be subject to abuse and may inadvertently incentivize violations of originally issued permits. It says it is going to review that. That review was not explicitly asked for by the IC, but the KSAMC says we will do that. It is taking on that responsibility. Why is it choosing to do that based on the circumstances of this Beverly Hills matter? And why everything else is being taken on except that part about the prosecution? And by virtue of that, is the matter now dead? So I've let you in on the questions I have to ask. Remember, I'm not an expert on building matters. I'm just asking questions based on what I've seen in the report and in the KSAMC's report. And I think it's a reasonable thing to expect those questions to be answered. And as I said, when Christmas done, I certainly asking Mayor Swaby to fill in some of the blanks for us. Let's